What if I told you that the man the world calls the GOAT of basketball was once told he wasn't good enough to make his high school team? This is the untold story of Michael Jordan, the legend who turned rejection into greatness. Welcome to Celebwood Life. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, a name that echoes far beyond basketball. 6 NBA championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, and a legacy so massive he became bigger than the sport itself. But behind the trophies and billion-dollar empire lies a story of struggle, sacrifice, and relentless determination that very few truly know. Early life and struggles. Michael Jordan, the man the world now knows as the greatest basketball player of all time, had a journey that was anything but easy. Born on February 17, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York, Jordan didn't step into the world with privilege or glamour. His childhood soon shifted to Wilmington, North Carolina, where life was far from smooth. Growing up in a time and place where racial discrimination was still a harsh reality, Jordan had to fight not just on the basketball court, but also in everyday life. Alongside this, his family faced financial struggles, which meant he had to learn discipline, hard work, and resilience from a very young age. But perhaps the biggest challenge came when Jordan was just 15 years old. Like many teenagers, he dreamed of becoming a basketball star. He tried out for his high school varsity basketball team and was cut. For most kids, that would have been the end of the story. Many would have given up, believing the coaches were right, that they weren't good enough, but Michael Jordan was different. Instead of letting failure crush him, he turned it into fuel. He practiced harder than ever before, spending endless hours on the court, refining his jump shot, building his stamina, and proving to himself that he belonged. That single rejection became the turning point of his life. Jordan later said, "I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Those words reflect exactly what that early setback taught him. That greatness isn't born, it's built through persistence, discipline, and belief. What started as a painful disappointment at 15 became the foundation of the legend. For Michael Jordan, being cut from the team wasn't the end. It was just the beginning of a journey that would change sports forever. Michael Jordan's story of rejection is one of the most powerful examples of resilience in sports history. When he was cut from his high school varsity basketball team at the age of 15, it could have been the end of his dream. For most teenagers, such a moment would have crushed their spirit and forced them to settle for something easier. But for Jordan, it became the fuel that pushed him beyond limits. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he chose to work harder than anyone else. He began waking up before sunrise, heading to the gym or the court, and practicing tirelessly for hours. Every missed shot, every sprint, and every drill was driven by the memory of that rejection. Jordan turned pain into motivation, and motivation into discipline. He didn't just want to play basketball. He wanted to prove to himself and everyone around him that he belonged on that court. His mindset was different. He didn't see failure as the end, but as a lesson. That cut from the team taught him that talent alone isn't enough. Relentless effort, consistency, and mental toughness matter even more. With this attitude, by the next year, Jordan's growth was undeniable. His skills had sharpened, his confidence had grown, and his determination was unmatched. When he finally earned his place in the varsity team, he didn't just join, he dominated. This experience became the foundation of his legendary career. Jordan carried that lesson throughout his life. Setbacks are not signs of weakness, but opportunities to grow stronger. It's the story of how rejection shaped a boy into the man the world would later call the greatest basketball player of all time. When Michael Jordan stepped onto the court at the University of North Carolina, he was just another talented freshman with dreams of making a mark. But in 1982, during the NCAA championship game, he showed the world who he really was. With the game on the line, Jordan took a shot that would change his life forever. Calm, confident, and fearless, he sank the game-winning basket that sealed the championship for his team. For most young players, that single shot might have been the peak of their career, a moment to cherish forever. But for Jordan, it was only the beginning. That basket didn't just win a game, it announced his arrival to the basketball world. What followed was even more remarkable. In 1984, the Chicago Bulls took a chance on him during the NBA draft. At the time, the Bulls weren't considered a powerhouse team, but everything changed the moment Jordan stepped onto their roster. From his very first games, fans noticed something extraordinary. He wasn't just playing basketball, he was transforming it. His speed, his style, his ability to soar through the air, and his unshakable confidence electrified crowds. Jordan didn't take long to become more than just another rookie. He was a spectacle, a force that drew people to arenas and made them believe they were watching history unfold. His dunks weren't just points on the scoreboard. They were moments of magic that left audiences stunned. Sports writers, commentators, and fans quickly realized that this was no ordinary player. That championship shot in college had shown his potential, but his early days with the Bulls proved something greater. Michael Jordan wasn't just here to play, he was here to redefine the game of basketball itself. Yet legends don't stay away forever. In 1995, he shocked the world with just 2 words. I'm back. Jordan returned to the Bulls and led them to another three-peat, sealing his status as the greatest of all time. Even after retiring for good in 2003, his impact never faded. Today, Jordan isn't just a sports icon. He's a billionaire businessman, NBA team owner, and living proof that rejection is just redirection. Michael Jordan's story is not just about basketball, it's about resilience, discipline, and believing in yourself when no one else does. From being cut from his high school team to becoming the GOAT, his journey inspires millions around the globe. If this untold story of Michael Jordan inspired you, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Celebwood Life for more untold stories of legends who shaped history.